Well, gentlemen, the Bermuda team is in Suriname right now, getting ready for game number 4. But a lot of controversy going on as 4 of our players are not being allowed to play. Can you shed some light on the scenario that's going on in Suriname?
At this point right now, we have had a back and forth conversation with FIBA and also the CBC. This whole scenario started when we sent all of our new documents in. The CBC said it was okay for us to send in one set of documents, where FIBA had changed everything because of their new eye-mapping system. They wanted more information. So we sent the information to the CBC. They sent it back to FIBA. FIBA in turn sent it back to us and said, we need more information. Within that information, it now requires Bermudian players to not only get permission from the country in which they're playing in, but also Great Britain. The immigration thing that went on with the double passports and so forth. So it's not enough that you are Bermudian. You must clear Great Britain as well, just to play as a Bermudian. So this is why we ended up with all of the controversy going on. The players now had to get cleared by Great Britain. We send the documents to Great Britain. Great Britain did not send them back to us. We waited. And what happened at a certain point, we got ready to go into game 2. And the coach at that time that we were playing, and we found out that we weren't going to have those 4 players, the coach at that time, after the game, of course, came over to our coach and said, listen, we understand what's going on with you, but I'm going to tell you exactly who to call and who to write so you can get cleared through Great Britain. This should have come from the CBC, not from a coach that we played on the court. So therefore, now we get on the horn, we call Great Britain, and we email Great Britain. They return the documents to us in less than 10 hours. We present the documents to the CBC and to FIBA. Prior to us knowing, they had already come up with their conclusion before even looking at the documents and stated that, well, you didn't have the documents for the technical meeting, so therefore you are not going to have those players for the rest of the tournament. I thought it was unfair. I still think it's unfair. I spoke with the General Secretary for the CBC on several occasions up to 7 months prior to the event. We are asking them, what do we need? Is there anything extra? We made sure that we asked them enough to try to get this information. We got the first 3 months, we got no return. Then we started getting lots of information, and after you start adding everything in, we thought that we had everything in on time, and we did. But of course, Great Britain has a huge email box. They didn't think what we sent over was important. We thought the General Secretary from the CBC should have told us, listen, here's a name, here's a number, give them a call. Make sure that your stuff is taken care of. She didn't offer that at all. So therefore, our players suffered. And we got down there thinking that we were going to be able to play because we had turned in all the necessary information. Then the second day of the tournament, the documents show up. Everybody has them, but again, they had already made the decision that Bermuda could not play. Those 4 players couldn't play.
So with the lack of information or registration forms, why did they allow you, the players, to play the first game and then decide no more?
This is what I don't know at this point. Because they came to them before the second game, and they said that there was a person from FIBA that has seen that these people are playing and they shouldn't play. Well, the same person was there for the first game. It should have been done at the first game, I agree. But what had happened is that at this particular juncture, we don't know why they're making the decisions that they're making. I just feel really bad about our team and about the kids, the young men that were set to play that second and third game that didn't have an opportunity to do so. But at the end of the day, we are going to be diligent as we move forward. And we're going to continue to pester our conference to make sure that we get all the documentation that we should have in prior to going to anything that's related to FIBA or any other tournament that we're involved in, because we can't depend on the CBC to handle that for us. And we were depending on them. That is what we're supposed to do. They're supposed to be the people that we go to for information. In this particular situation, we went to them, we didn't get the proper information, and therefore our players suffered.
Audio Jungle.